Welcome back to GuitarU.com, the best free guitar school anywhere. Hope you've been enjoying your lessons. Today, talking about an introduction to bar chords. Bar chords, without a doubt, are the most difficult thing you will learn to do when you're beginning to play the guitar. Before I talk about that, I would like to make sure that you're absolutely clear on the 15 basic open string chords, as the shapes of these chords and the forms of these chords are very, very important to you if you're going to actually truly master bar chords and understand them, as opposed to just playing a few of them. That being said, understanding them is one thing, playing them is a completely different ball game. They are very, very difficult to play. So let's make sure we know these 15 open string chords. Look them all over. Make sure especially you know the ones that have a root note of E and a root note of A. Those are the most important ones. Okay, so what is a bar? A bar is a straight flat finger that is parallel to a fret and perpendicular with the ground, like you're pointing at the ceiling. Sometimes I tell my kids to make like a little U and insert guitar. The first thing I want you to be able to do is to play 6 clean, clear notes. And try that in a variety of frets. Normally the higher up you go, the easier it is. The strings are smaller and require less force, and the frets are closer together. 6 clean, clear notes, up and down. Be able to pounce on it automatically and effortlessly. Bang, bang. Okay, the next thing is moving your third finger up and down. And the way that I do that is I get my 6 clean, clear notes on fret 3 is where I start the exercise. I arch and curve my third finger to come on the 5th fret of the A string. And I pick it up and back down. So let's check that out. Okay, this is that bar chord I was talking about. I want you to hold it nice and flat, nice and even, straight to the fret. A common mistake is keeping your wrist all the way back. Okay, keep that thumb behind the neck, get your pressure that way. Straight down. My third finger, curving. 6 clean, clear notes, just like that. Okay, so you should have that third finger moving up and down a little bit by now. The reason for that is this. Rock and roll guitar and pop guitar and rock guitar hinges on being in control of these first and third fingers. If you saw me playing something like the little exercise I was doing at the beginning of the lesson, so you see that third finger jumping up and down and moving around. All those kinds of classic moves. All moving that first and third finger, so you have to be really, really good at that. Next thing I'd like to talk about is the second exercise I want to show you today. And the second exercise involves playing an E chord in an unorthodox fashion. So I play my E chord with leaving my first finger unoccupied. So my second finger starts the shape. And then what I do is I just push that E chord up one and make a bar with my first finger on fret 1. 6 clean, clear notes, back down. That up and down the neck. So let me show you up close how you're supposed to do that exercise. Okay, here's that E chord exercise up close. Holding an E, keeping my first finger free. Pushing that E up 1 fret, dropping the wrist down, barring. Okay, and the remainder of this lesson I'll be teaching you how to name those chords too. The reason for that exercise is not only to make you stronger and faster and more accurate in your gripping of bar chords, and hopefully you'll just be able to pounce on the whole bar chord without needing to set up the E and slide up there. The reason for it is to see the fact that you'll be dealing with movable chords. In the remainder of this lesson, I'm going to teach you about seeing root 6 shapes move up and down the neck, how to name the notes on the bottom string, and how to play root 6 bar chords. The root note, of course, is the note that names the chord. A root 6 chord is a note that has its root note on string 6, and that's what we're talking about today, root 6 chords, learning them and visualizing them. E, for example, is a root 6. E root note, boom, rest of the chord, E. Also, don't forget that this little video is part of a larger, more comprehensive course that's part of my school, guitaru.com, that's available at no cost to anyone on the internet. guitaru.com, I think, is the best free guitar school available anywhere. Okay, this is Carl. I'm signing off. Thanks for checking out my stuff. I really appreciate you coming by and watching my videotape and listening to my ideas. I hope you enjoyed it.